health seekers. Tonight I'm inspired to do another quick tip video for you guys because I've ended up with the limp lettuce. As you can see, it's a bit past its best, as I had quite a few lettuces and I didn't manage to kind of use them up for smoothies and salads, so one of them, ended up quite limp. So as you can see, so what we're going to try and do, we're going to try and refresh it so it's nice and crisp again overnight. Okay, so let's go and see how it's done. So for this step, obviously we need our lettuce. We also need either a sink that you can, plug and pour cold water into it, or if you don't want to waste that much water, you can just use a bowl of water, a bowl of cold water, and we will wash the lettuce. So if you have a full sink, then what you can do, you can even separate the leaves and put them to float in the cold water for half an hour, and let it just kind of cool down and crisp up that way. But what we're going to do, we're going to just wash this in cold water. And also you're going to need a clean paper towel, so I've got about 3 sheets here, and also a Ziploc bag. Alright, so first of all we put our lettuce in the water, and I'll let it get wet everywhere, kind of give it a good rinse. You can use also running water as well. Just run the lettuce under the tap, and also at the same time you can wash it a bit as well. So, and then open up a few inside layers a bit and try and pour some water in there so it kind of gets wet throughout. Okay, and so I'll add some more water in the middle there. Right. So yeah, so I've got my lettuce satisfactorily wet, and it's got some moisture inside as well now. So what you do next, you take a paper towel and you wrap the lettuce in it. Obviously keep it still wet because we want some of the wet to obviously stay there still, and the paper towel will kind of get soaked pretty much, but that's fine. And once we wrap it in paper towel, then we'll put it in the Ziploc bag and we'll keep it in the fridge overnight. Okay, so overnight, or if you have another day as well, so put it in, and pretty much overnight might be enough, or might need 24 hours, and then we'll check the results of how it's getting on. Evening health seekers, so tonight a big moment of truth. 24 hours later we've got the lettuce that we've tried to crisp up. Okay, so let's have a look. I haven't looked myself, so let's see what happened. So I'll open the bag, and what you'll find is that the towel is quite soaking wet, because obviously all the moisture that was in the lettuce when we washed it, it kind of got absorbed into there. So perhaps you might want to change the towel after a day or so, so it's not so soaking wet, but it still needs to be moist. Okay, so the limp lettuce is a bit more firm, but I think the outer leaves are still a little bit, but it really crisped up the inside layers. As you can see, it's quite nice and strong. So there is a little bit of limpness still, especially on the outer edges, but actually the more inside layers are quite nice and crisp. Can you hear it? Yeah, so it's quite good. It's not a bad attempt really for the way that the lettuce was limp. And like I said, if you put it in the sink, so you can, you know, just actually peel all the leaves and, you know, make them just float and soak in there, and that will crisp up even better. Okay, and you'll, you know, obviously you'll have all the leaves ready and prepared to just take and use. I've just kind of done this just to keep it, you know, intact and do like a simpler version. Okay, so yeah, so it does work. And now if you keep this wrapped up in the moist paper towel, you know, in the Ziploc bag, it should keep for another good few days, and you can enjoy the lettuce. So there you go. So that's my tip of the day. I hope you liked it. Give me a thumbs up if you revived your lettuce, and see you next time for more videos. Subscribe.